This is rough, people. There's no other way to describe it.
Is that doing it? So we got.
Can you hear us?
There, I can see you. Can you see me?
I cannot see you now.
What do I do for you can see me? I got a little screen down here and it has a plus and a minus and it says Zoom username. I mean, that's all I can do. There's nothing else on my screen.
What do I do so you?
When I tap the screen, it just says, you know, there's mute and start and stop video.
I don't even have that. All I have is a Zoom username and a plus sign that's in blue and a minus that's in blue and a circle.
And she's talking to Daddy.
Is this the courthouse?
Yeah, you're on now, Mike.
Can you see
I can see you.
Good morning, everyone.
Yes, I
The docket
can.
will start momentarily. In the meantime, you should remain muted. Also take this opportunity to make sure that you have labeled yourself in Zoom with both your first and your last name so that we can get you checked in and confirm that you are actually supposed to be here this morning. If you are an attorney logged in, but you are not listed as the attorney of record on the final docket sheet, you need to indicate in the chat which attorney or which defendant you are here representing. The docket will start in approximately 5 minutes with the advice of rights video. Thank you.
We definitely. Yeah, 5 minutes. That's what she said. Mm-hmm. The phone ring hit decline. Huh? If the phone ring hit decline. They say my place, they ain't see yours.
Yeah, see, everybody, there's other people on here, but I'm not sure what's going on.
This bigger so you can see. Okay, here's you.
Right?
Oh,
So
Friday. I just seen the lady with the whole screen went up. The whole thing, your phone just died, I think. Yeah. Oh.
Can you hear us?
We're supposed to be quiet.
Anything. It's okay. Here you go, Mr. Farmer.
Well, lucky for all of you, it was a slow court day, so now you're providing material for Law Talk with Mike's happy hour.
We got the money. She's not getting for it.
I'm going to also push this.
I wouldn't do that.
Why?
Okay, didn't do it.
Oh, Sasha, this is not the live to start with. But thanks for being here.
I don't know why they didn't mute it anyway. No. Waiting for the judge to come in.
I don't get it.
I'm just waiting for the judge to come in. That's what he just said. What's that? I don't know.
Okay,
Yes, Leslie, that is my overwhelming thought the entire time.
So here, when they start talking, unmute.
I'm not advocating for this. I don't think it's a good idea or whatever, but literally these are people, were they born in a prior time, just they wouldn't be around. Like you couldn't be that low functioning and live. But in the modern era, yeah, you know, it happens.
Welcome
to the 14A District Court. I'm here, Jay Cedric, and I am about to provide to you valuable information regarding this current and other landlord-tenant. This is the landlord-tenant or summary proceedings document, and you are here for a retrial. Your landlord has made allegations and claims that you should be evicted because you have not paid your rent or because they seek termination of your tenancy for a lease violation. After today, you will come back for an additional hearing or trial case.
Hello? Video.
Hello?
Hello?
Not one, but two people talking to clearly a pre-recorded video.
Yes,
Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Thanks, yeah.
Yep.
This is Joe.
What are we doing right now?
I'm waiting to find out.
We were all kind of waiting for you to
Proceedings, you have the right to have your case heard in the proper venue. 14A
Is this-
District Court, located in Pittsfield Township, Washington County State. 14A District Court also holds jurisdiction over the following cities, villages, and townships. In essence, anything in Washington County outside of the city of Ann Arbor and its Langley Township is covered in this court. You also have the right to demand a trial by jury. If you want a trial by jury, you must demand it orally at the first appearance or in writing 5 days after first being advised of these rights of information. Jury fee must be paid when the demand is made or 5 days after first being advised of these rights.
Not coming in very clear.
You have the right
We can
to
barely-
rental and other assistance. In 5 days of the person receiving these advice, rights, and information, you must provide written proof to the court that an application for assistance has been submitted for process. Housing assistance and rental assistance may be obtained through the Department of Health and Human Services, commonly known as DHHS. They can be reached at their phone number of 1-877-696-6775 or through mibridges.wish.gov. Assistance may also be obtained by contacting Housing Access for Washington County, commonly known as HAWK. HAWK can be reached at their phone number, area code 74961-1999. Additional assistance is also available through Washington County Veteran Services. Their phone number is area code 724-973-4540. Also, you may obtain housing assistance and other resources from Coordinated Entry Resources. Their phone number is 734-547-6748. You do not need a judgment to obtain assistance from any of these agencies. The summons and complaint are sufficient. You have a right to reach an agreement outside of court. Michigan and local community dispute resolution programs are a possible resource. Washington County Dispute Resolution Center can be reached at their phone number of area code 734-794-2125. To protect your credit and future rental possibilities, your case may be resolved by additional dismissal judgment if that is approved by all the parties and the court. It is important that you understand these things. If you have any questions, please feel free to press support during.
Start video. Hello? Can you hear us?
I hear you.
What court case is this? Hello?
Yes.
What court case is this?
251C1030. Jerry.
That's not us.
Pardon me?
That's not me. That's not me.
Okay, well, I don't know
it's a
how
different
we're
one on the
speaking
call.
then.
My case number is 254C0288.
Okay, then why are you asking?
I think.
Yep.
Yes. So we're not in the right. And my court is 14A District Court.
Everybody that's supposed to be here is like, if you got this, we all got the same type of meeting ID password for the Zoom. At this point, we're all just waiting on.
Well, that's a reasonable explanation. But
How do I put my picture on here?
How do I put my picture on here?
She's just gonna wait on the judge.
Okay.
This is primarily.
Ladies and
people who
gentlemen, the
didn't pay
docket will
rent
start
crowd.
momentarily. Please make sure you are muted. Also, make sure that you have labeled yourself in Zoom with both your first and last name so that you can be checked in. Once the judge takes the bench and you hear your specific case called, that would be the appropriate time to unmute, turn on your camera, and state your name for the record. Thank you.
So you see them with all this time and instruction, we're going to hit the ground running, right? Nope.
Let's try to see your case first. Wow. You just gotta wait.
Mhm. It's the courtroom.
How do you know?
114.
-4.
Where's him? Not in there yet.
Okay.
Madam Clerk, before we begin, can I be placed into a breakout room with Attorney Hitchcock?
That's it. Me. Watch now. No. Do I tap it or anything or no? Huh? You not gonna answer? I said, do I tap it?
I don't know.
Video. Oh, do I wait that? Looking at hers.
That's him.
Oh. The control center.
I wouldn't do that.
Oh, there I am.
What's that?
There I am again.
Oh, okay, good.
Where's you?
Well, I'm sitting here beside you.
Okay, come over here more. You got it. Okay.
I don't know if you should click on that.
I did already.
Okay,
That's when I put your shirt up.
okay.
Oh, wait a minute, if I did that.
You already did, didn't you?
I don't know.
You try it.
Okay, we're on video. Okay, no. I think there's
Oh, here he comes.
Here he comes.
Oh, you got it.
The 14th District Court, County of Washington, State of Michigan, is now in session. All those having business before the court draw near. The Honorable Judge J. Cedric Simpson presiding.
And good morning. Court calls the case of Onyx Real Estate Solutions versus Ronald Fields.
Okay, to be fair, I cut out about 3 minutes of attorneys doing routine, boring, mundane things. But this is the real case, the real first case that gets called.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Neil Chanis appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
What? You do?
I do not.
You do not. Ronald Fields? They are not checked in. This is a termination. If you'd like to take a default, raise your right hand, please, sir. Do you solemnly swear affirm testimony you're about to give?
Looking for you.
Hello? Who are you, sir?
Ron?
There's an individual who is logged in as Vortex.
They're in the vortex. It's perfect.
What is your name?
Who are you talking to, sir?
Did you pick that up?
He asked who you were talking to.
Okay. Let me try this again, counsel.
Judge Simpson's face through this whole thing is fantastic.
Ronald Fields.
Ronnie Fields.
Is that your name?
No, my name is Reese Palmer.
Okay.
Hold on, he's here.
Who's here?
Talking to somebody. I don't know who you're talking to. Ron, can you use my phone?
Sir, are you Ronald Fields or is Ronald Fields with you?
Ronald Fields, yes, he's somewhere here. Hold on.
Yeah, I know that guy.
His voice, Ron. His judge is on the phone.
So could you put Ronald, I need a camera turned on and I need to see Ronald Fields.
He needs to see Ronald Fields, man.
Ron, he needs to see your face.
Where is he at?
He's sitting right here. Somebody can help. Can't hold no judge up, man. What's wrong with you?
Here he is, sir. Here he is. Oh, hold on. Can you see him?
Well, turn your phone off, Ronald.
Turn your phone off. Sir.
Oh my God.
Hello?
Yeah.
Mike, start this.
Let's see if I can get it back up for you guys.
Do you have a camera? You need, okay, there we go.
Sir.
All right, what's your name?
Oh, this is me, Reese Palmer.
Can you hear him?
I can't hear him. Turn it up.
All right, is Ronald Fields there?
Sir. Can you see me now?
Well, I see somebody. I have no idea who I'm looking
This
at.
is Reese
Who are
Palmer,
you?
you see.
Pardon?
Can you see me? This is Reese Palmer.
Okay, where is Ronald Fields?
He's right here, sir. Sit down. Sit
The
down.
judge need to see
You
your
need to
face.
see your face.
Ron.
Hey, this is Ronald
What's
Fields.
your name?
Ronald Fields, Your Honor. I was trying to get hold. I was on my
All
phone.
right,
So
thank you.
Of course, when he finally shows up, he's got a hat on. Like he didn't have time to fix that situation before he gets in front of the camera with the judge.
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
Counsel, what is your claim in this case?
Your Honor, we have this is a month-to-month tenancy. We provided them with a notice to quit to recover possession of property. We are asking for possession only.
Mr. Fields, what's your position on this case?
I'm providing it as hard as it go. I'm not understanding.
Sir,
I'm not understanding why they can't hear you guys. Wait a minute. And the volume here. Oh, they can hear us.
Mr. Fields, what's your position on this case? They're seeking to terminate your tenancy. They want you out. What's your position on that?
The judge is asking, what is your position on this case? They're trying to evict us. Yes, evict you. And he's saying, what is your position on this case?
who's that?
Yes, he's asking you, Mr. Field.
Sir, can you hear me, Your Honor? Judge Cedric Simpson?
I can hear you.
Good.
I'm hearing
Listen,
a lot of things.
I've been in this house for like 3 years now, okay? Now, I don't know what's the problem with this guy. I've never seen him. I've never met him. This landlord. Never seen him. Now, the old landlord we had, I used to see her. She used to come over, check on things. This guy, I've never seen him in my life. I've spoken to him several times on the phone.
Sir, you're disputing, are you disputing the right of the landlord to
Yeah, you can
evict
say
you?
that too, yeah. I mean, I feel he's in the wrong, disposition because there's things in his home, that need to be taken care of, and he hasn't done it. He hasn't done a very good job.
Can I shed some light on this, Your Honor? I know that we're
I
trying
don't know who you are.
Can you hear me still? Because the phone here, I'm speaking to you on, it's got a low volume, so I'm sorry, I might have raised my voice. Okay?
All right. Here's what I'm going to do. If you're going to dispute the right of the landlord to do this, I'm going to give you, actually, I don't have the 4th. I have the 11th. But
No.
Yes, I want to dispute it, sir. I want to dispute it.
Can I just say something, Your Honor, before they speak?
Sure. Go ahead.
Thank you. A couple things. One, Mr. Fields is a month-to-month tenant. However, what the problem is, this is currently being operated, I've since learned, as a boarding house, which is in violation of the city of Ypsilanti ordinances. The owner has actually been issued citations, ordinance violations, and we have hearings scheduled currently for the 17th of April because they are obviously wanting this property to not be operated as a boarding house. In addition, I believe it also doesn't have a landlord license. The owner of the property acquired it last year in the condition it's in, with it being a boarding house. So as you can see, I've got 6 cases, all of them relating to the same issue. Half of the tenants are month-to-month tenants. The other half are under current leases. But the city is asking us to remedy this problem, and that's what we're trying to do.
So the Reese Palmer, which we've heard from,
yes.
The Mark Daddy,
yes.
Andrew Curtis, Daryl Daniels, and Kevin Rush, all of those are the same circumstances?
That is correct.
Is that guy really named Mark Daddy? Or I don't know. I need a ruling from the chat on that.
Half of those are month-to-month. The other half are under current leases. But the basis for eviction is the same. However, the month-to-month tenants, there's no reason that needs to be.
I hear you. So which ones are let's try to sort these out, Council, if you would. Which ones are the month-to-month? Let me try to deal with those.
Sure, I agree. Ronald Fields.
Ronald Field.
Yes.
Reese Palmer.
Got it.
And Kevin Rush. Those are month-to-month tenants.
You guys can
and Kevin Rush. Okay, so those are all month-to-month.
That is correct.
Okay, are they here? I know Mr. Palmer is here.
And Mr. Fields and Mr.
And
Daddy
Mr.
that I
Fields.
can detect.
and Mr.
So I'll call
Daniels.
the case of Onyx versus Kevin Rush. Kevin Rush, are you here? All right. So as to Kevin Rush, counsel, if you raise your right hand to be sworn, do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Go ahead with your proofs
Your
on
Honor,
this
we are
case.
seeking a possession judgment only by default. We are only seeking possession. We ask that the judgment be entered with the
You don't
written
even know
issue
that he
after
moved.
April 7th if the tenant has not vacated the property.
Judgment to the plaintiff, that is by default for possession.
Thank
No
you.
redemption amount, writ to issue 10 days. All right. As to Mr. Palmer and Mr. Reese, or Mr. Fields and Mr. Palmer, I'm going to give you 2 weeks. If you believe that there's some reason that you shouldn't be evicted from the premises, and in that time, you'll have to seek the advice of counsel or do whatever you're going to do regarding it. You understand that, gentlemen? You're muted. Oh, man. Mr. Fields, Mr. Palmer, do you understand that I'm giving you time to get an attorney if that's what you want to do? To take a look at this case?
Yes, I understand. You're going to give us time to get an attorney.
2 weeks.
If that's
How
what you
much
wish
time
to
do we
do.
have, sir?
Well, I'm going to adjourn this out to my next available date, which is April 11th, 2025 at 1 p.m. Those
April
proceedings
11th.
are in person.
Okay, those proceedings are in person. Okay, well, sir, this is what I want to tell you, sir. I'm a CMH patient, mentally ill. I got a care provider that cares for me on certain days because I can't do for myself. So right now, sir, I need to get an attorney and I need somebody to help me on this because I don't
Then
understand.
what I'd suggest you do is you talk with your CMH worker regarding this, but the landlord, you don't have a lease as I understand it, and the landlord wants you out.
No.
So you might want to talk to the folks at CMH, okay?
Okay. So how long do we have now?
Something else.
You need to be in court on the 11th.
Court on the 11th.
April 11th.
Okay. All right, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Onyx Real Estate Solutions versus Andrew Curtis.
For the record, Neil Chanis, on behalf of the plaintiff.
Neil Curtis, you've already been sworn. Go ahead, counsel.
Your Honor, yes, this is a termination of tenancy matter. We are seeking possession only with a writ to issue after April 7th if the tenant has not vacated the property.
Judgment to the plaintiff. That is by default for possession.
Thank you.
No redemption amount. Writ to issue in 10 days. Onyx Real Estate versus Daryl Daniels.
For the record, Neil Chanis, on behalf of the plaintiff.
I'm here.
Okay, you're Mr. Daniels. You pick it
Yes,
up.
sir.
All right. This is also a termination of tenancy. Mr. Daniels, what's your position on this case?
Your Honor, I just moved in there. I just signed a 12-month lease. Just moved in there. Signed a 12-month lease with this guy. And now here I'm receiving a letter saying that I'm here illegally.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Who'd you sign a letter with?
Rizwan.
And a lease with?
The gentleman, the management, Rizwan. Onyx Real Estate Solutions.
There is a current lease.
All right. So the basis for the termination is what?
That the city of Ypsilanti is asking us to not run this property as a boarding house and and has again issued ordinance violations as a result. And they are holding off action knowing that we are in court regarding the termination of these tenancies.
He knew that already before he even
But, sir, sir, please.
Yes, sir.
So I don't have a copy of, contained in the file, I don't have a copy of the lease. He may have a defense as to Onyx in doing this, but so what I'm going to do, sir, give you an opportunity to speak with a lawyer on this matter. And I'm going to adjourn this to April 11th, 2025, 1 p.m. That's an in-person proceeding.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, this is MGT's fault. It doesn't look to be too long. I have not seen it. I just need anything to save that stream.
Mr. Bullock, he could get the GPS off and give us some paperwork, right?
Right.
Okay.
We can do
So I know, I just told him to have a seat. Yeah. We waited on him. He waited on us.
Who?
We waited on him a lot. I know.
Who is that?
A lot. Mr. Bullock, because him and his mom were leaving, and I stopped them from getting the elevator. That's not enough money to pay them.
In the matter of People versus Gonzalez on 247039, appearances for the record.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Anthony Gonzalez on behalf of Ms. Gonzalez, who stands to my left. I'm covering for the attorney of record, Aubrey Smith. Ms. Gonzalez, you okay with that?
Yes.
Your Honor, we did go over the PSI in this case. There's no additions, corrections, or deletions outside of her employment information. She has interviewed at Corning, out of Hemlock, the factory out there. She's waiting on the start date now.
Anything else by way of elocution?
Your Honor, I'd ask you to follow the recommendations here. I believe they're appropriate with what we're looking at here. As noted in the PSI, Ms. Gonzalez has a very limited old record at this point. I don't believe that any of this conduct is going to carry out moving forward. The fines cost, let's see, CSD class, I would ask 90 days to give her time to pay since she's still waiting on the start date.
Anything you want to say, Ms. Gonzalez?
No.
So when I read through the record, so you said that loss prevention followed you through the store?
Yes.
Why do you think they followed you through the store?
They were following quite a few people. They had quite a few of us that day.
Did you notice one of the sentences in that report? Did you read through the report that was provided to your attorney and what it said?
We looked through it. I don't know what specific sentence you would be referring to.
How she was targeted for having prior magnetic fingers going through the store?
Oh, the police report, Your Honor?
Yep.
I don't have a specific report for your question.
No, it would have been the loss prevention report that was included on the police report.
I don't have.
And then the assessment there, what you said during the during your interview with Ms. Slaughter seemed to not be what was in the police report. So why is that?
But when.
You said that you just, let me interrupt you. You said that you were just throwing the keys to, the other person. However, everyone else seems to think that you were getting ready to leave and you were not the nicest person to begin with.
Yeah, when I was tossing the keys over to her,
Uh-huh.
they thought that I was trying to leave. And then when I actually got them over there to her, that's when they put me against the wall and were shaming. That's what I was telling,
And that's your story.
the other lawyer. And she just told me just to make it short, just so, just to give it the, like, kind of like the gist of what was going on. So I didn't explain everything the last time.
While waiting for a marked unit to arrive, you became disorderly by standing up and trying to leave. I gave several verbal commands to back down, which she refused and tried to push past the employees at Target. At that time, I informed you she was under arrest and put her hands behind her back, which she refused. This
Ooh, a
must have been
Target
the
height.
deputy. I grabbed both her arms to place them behind her back, but she tensed up and pulled away. Hence the R&O. And you not following commands, and you trying to leave. I grabbed her arm and told her to turn around, but she refused and was trying to face me. At that time, I forced her against the wall, control, yada, yada, yada. Please wait. Let's see, what else? So why have you tried your career at stealing?
That time, I didn't know that it was the two rugs that were together.
Oh,
'Cause
bullshit.
they were both scanned at the same time. They were
Yeah.
small rugs.
So how many times, I don't expect you to answer it because you probably incriminate yourself, but let me rhetorically ask the question. How many times have you stolen from Target before? Because you clearly are a thief.
I have changed my life.
No bullshit. You lied to Miss Slaughter. Now you're lying to me.
I didn't lie to Miss Slaughter.
Oh, I guess you did. Well, you certainly tried to put yourself in a favorable light. So now you tell me why you shouldn't go through that door to jail for a few days. Did you go to jail? No, you're given a ticket. weren't you?
Yeah, she went to jail for 2 days. She has 2 days credit on this file.
So why shouldn't you go for 3 more so you can have your 5 days in for having another theft crime on your record?
Your Honor, she does have 2 children at home. She,
What a great example.
well, we've had a few
A thief.
incidences here, Your Honor. I believe that the CST counsel that is being recommended from probation would take care of those circumstances in a way that may be better than any sort of in custody time. Your Honor, fines and costs are obviously going to be a big thing as well. She's getting hit financially for this sort of charge. Based on what I see in the report, the R&O is something that is relatively straightforward. It sounds like she does acknowledge that she did resist the police. I know the retail fraud is a concern here with the court, but again, that CST class does, I believe, quell most of the concerns that the court may have about her behavior.
Did you not have the CST class back in 2011?
Your Honor, that was some time ago. She was a juvenile, as the court has indicated on many sentences. It takes a while for a person's brain to develop.
No, apparently yours is still. You're a thief. Why you feel you're entitled to take whatever you want out of a store? Skip, scan, or attempt to, whatever. You tried to leave that store without paying the bill, and you had other people doing it with you too. And you are a thief, and I don't doubt that you did this on a prior occasions, you just didn't get caught. Maybe you should own a small business and have to rely on the income that that one generates from owning a business, and then have people, and then you get to enjoy the lost fruits of their labor. You can't feed your family, can't send your kids to school, you can't put a roof over your house. Or maybe you think because it's Target, it's big enough that you just think you can take from it. And then you lie. You don't tell the truth. Maybe putting you in jail would send a message to your children that stealing is wrong. And you receive benefits from the taxpayers of the state.
McNally would believe her.
So you stick it to the taxpayers twice. You take money that is offered, assist with, because of one being poor, which is a noble cause by a state to do that, for those that should and qualify for that. But then you stick it to them again by making the prices for what they have to pay higher because you steal. You're a thief.
Oh, this is the therapy I needed. I'm loving this. I'm just absorbing the honesty.
What the hell are you doing with a firearm in your car back in 21?
I had just purchased it, and then I was
What the hell do you need a gun for?
I was moving
Hunter?
houses, and it was in the back of my trunk. And when I did get pulled over, I did let the police know.
What did you do? Get it at showcase?
No.
So we'll do this. With regard to count one, 12 months supervised probation. So you have me for a whole
Judge didn't get the
12
memo on
months.
that.
Boy, won't this be a fun time.
And I love him for it.
With regard to the fines on that, since you didn't tell the truth, $400 fines and costs, 75, 50, 50. Alternate, random and refrains. Ms. Slaughter will explain that to you. If you were drug tested today, how would you test?
Negative for everything.
Very well. Also, see, well, I'm going to put that in count two. So, alternative is going to be the 363. So I have a whole year of jail to utilize. You're supposed to go to counseling. I'm going to put that under count one. CST counseling for theft offenders. How to be a better mom. And whatever other assessment they can find in order to treat you so you don't come back through. With regard to count two, 2 days as well for 2 days credit. It's also common. 12 months supervised probation. Theft offenders program, random and refrains. Alternative 91. Should you violate the terms of your probation, that means firearms, no drugs, no stealing, no violation of the public good. Should you do any of those, then we will just work with the alternative. Do you have any questions while you're here?
No.
Very well.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Count two, are there any fines and costs?
Yes, there's $500 fines and costs. She's a P.
Your Honor, if the court could keep it at 250 at least here, we already have 12 months probation. She's gonna have $30 a month while she's on probation to pay. Yep. Is it 500 or 250?
500. But there's the other 400 for count one. She would have told the truth, would have been a lot different turnout. But since she didn't, and she's a thief, she gets 12 months of this court.
Oh, I love it. Bravo.
Are you ready on yours?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
in the matter of.
Before I pull out of this
People
deal, is there
versus
anything else
Mogul.
that we
Is
need
it
to
pronounced
see?
Mogul?
Mago, Your Honor.
Mago, I apologize. That's on file number 25306. Appearances for the record.
Good afternoon, Judge. Mayor Hernandez, on behalf of Erica Mago, who is advocating to my left.
Are there any additions, subtractions, or deletions?
Yes, Judge, there are two changes we have for the cell phone number. Ms. Mago has an updated phone number.
That's fine, that can be.
All right, there we
Okay,
go.
And then as for the assessment on page 2,
Yes.
there's an individual named Natalie.
All right. Thank you, MGT, for saving my stream. Thank you, Alyssa, for providing me that horrible, horrible clip, which was the best thing I had. So there was a stream at all. I looked, I just couldn't find anything today. It's funny. Some days there's tons of material, some days there's not. Maybe there was, I couldn't find it. But this hearing we just watched that MGT sent was the best thing of the day. The first one was fun, but like the first one, believe it or not, Alyssa sent it to me. She warned me about what the deal was. And I had to go through all of that. I mean, you kind of had to see part of it, but then I had to edit a lot of the gaps out of that. I mean, it wasn't great edited. It was a tough slog unedited, but it did make me laugh, the constant talking to the video. And this judge was fantastic. He drops the hammer on her, which she fully deserves because she's a big old liar. And then he goes further, and he's absolutely correct to do so. And it said, by the way, I can be worked with, but you sat there and lied to my face. And that made a big difference. Enjoy jail and the high fines. If you don't insult me with more lies, I would be a little softer about this, which I think is the perfect message. Good on him. I don't know the judge, but I like him. All right. That's it. Thank y'all for coming out. I appreciate it. As usual, I'm not bailing you out.